Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. It has been a while. I have not been here in probably about 2.5 months now, but let's get into it. Okay, last time we talked I was about to increase my dose to 1 milligram, and I did. I was really looking forward to increasing my dose because I hadn't seen as much weight loss as expected with the smaller doses. And I had a doctor's appointment at that time, and she confirmed that I really wasn't losing weight on par with the averages for other patients with those lower doses. So we were really hopeful with the 1 milligram. Basically, what happened was my stomach was becoming really upset with the medication. I know before I told you guys I was having pretty bad diarrhea when I would eat certain foods or drink alcohol, but with the dose increase, I was pretty much having diarrhea every day, no matter what I ate or if I ate or, if I drank or didn't drink. So it was just really tough, and I couldn't quite figure out what to do about it at the time. What happened was I was about to go on vacation, and I decided that I was going to pause the medication for just the times that I was on vacation. So, I was going to skip a week. I was able to enjoy the rest of my vacation and try foods that I wanted to try, and everything was good. When I came back, my plan was to just restart where I left off. I think I did take one more dose. I kind of hesitated to resume taking the medication, and what I noticed was the side effects weren't subsiding as fast as I hoped that they would, and I was just a bit concerned that it was something that was becoming permanent. So I stopped taking the medication completely, let my body adjust and see if my body was going to get back to normal, which it did. I am good now. I'm not having any of the problems that I was having. I was pretty consistently having diarrhea at night. I would expect to be up in the middle of the night going to the bathroom, sharp stomach pains, and I really didn't have the capacity to focus on that at the time and figure out what was going on and what I needed to do. So that's what's been going on. I wanted to be sure before I came to you guys too. And I also don't want to disappoint you guys. I also didn't want to disappoint, because if I came back and I was going to stop the medication, I want you guys to continue this weight loss journey with me. So I wanted to have a plan for what was going to go on in the future. But I've ultimately decided to restart the medication. I want to give it enough time for me to see if they can subside. Right now, I weigh 215. When I started this journey, I was 233. So I lost, 18 pounds? I don't know. I'm not great at math. But yeah, and I have managed to keep all of that off. I have not gained a single pound back. I know that is a big concern when you stop this medication, is regaining weight. But I feel like when you're on semaglutide, you really hone in and focus on your eating habits and your lifestyle in general. So if you're able to maintain that afterwards, I'm confident now, after going through it myself, that I don't think I'll gain the weight back. Of course, your appetite does come back, but for me, it was nothing like it was before. And I don't quite have the cravings or the urge to eat impulsively that I did before being on the medication, and I've been off it probably for 2 full months now, I believe. A lot of you have asked me questions in the comments, so I just want to kind of put them in one place so that I can address them for everyone to see. Of course, I will continue to answer your questions in the comments as well. Get started. So the first question I want to answer is, how much did I pay? So that is the good news that I have. Mochi Health has decreased their price of the medication. So you still pay $79 a month. It's a reoccurring charge for a membership fee, but the medication for semaglutide compounded is $99. Before, I was paying $175. So it has decreased, and I think that is permanent. I will let you know if I go back in and for some reason it is telling me that it's back to $175. I'll be very disappointed. But when I reordered my medication, it was only $99. Monthly, that is $178, and that's not bad compared to some of these other companies and even what I was paying before. The next question I want to answer is, does the price change with increasing your medication dose? And no, it doesn't. It stays the same. I increased my dose 3 times and I was paying $175 each time. Someone asked about it being a monthly subscription and essentially a reoccurring charge. Yes, it is. And I don't know if it was this way before. So, of course, the membership fee is a reoccurring charge that comes out of your account, but the medication fee is also. If you don't go in and order your medication after 4 weeks, it will automatically charge you a medication fee. But you still have to go in and specifically request your refill because you have to put in information essentially updating on how you're doing to request it from the pharmacy. The next question is about insurance coverage. So my understanding with Mochi Health is that there are certain insurances that will cover it, but Mochi is not going to run through your insurance. Based on the last time I researched this, you will have to submit their documents to your insurances. So yes, there are insurances that do help cover these fees, but you will have to submit for that after the fact. However, I will say, if you do have insurance that covers GLP-1 medications, I'm not lucky enough to have one, I do recommend asking your primary care physician to see if they're able to order this for you. And they can even order Semaglutide. They can send that to a compound pharmacy. I would definitely look into that if your insurance does cover GLP-1 medications. The next question, someone asked if the Semaglutide is compounded and what with. It is compounded with vitamin B12, which is what gives it that hot pink tinge. My understanding is that is to increase the desired effects. The next question I want to answer is, were the labs ordered by your Mochi provider? My provider requested them and wanted to see them. I had already had those ordered and completed by my PCP, so I was just able to upload them from my chart. And my understanding now, additionally, from you guys is that it is optional. So it probably varies by provider whether they even request these labs. The next question is, did I have any issues with the pharmacy? And the answer is no. The pharmacy in my state is like 15 minutes away from me, and as soon as my order gets to them, I have it literally the next day. If you are having issues with your pharmacy, I heard that you can ask them to use another pharmacy. So I would look into that. Next question was about managing bowel movements, essentially constipation. So as you guys know, I really only had this for the first few doses that I was on. And then after that, my main problem was diarrhea. But at that time, I was just increasing my fiber intake every day, and that worked well. If I ever got to a point where I felt I had gone too long without a movement, I was using magnesium. I was using a supplement that I had gotten from Moon Juice for anxiety that I would take at night to help me sleep. It also had the type of magnesium that aids in bowel movements. So that is what I did. Last couple of questions is it worth it, and my overall experience with Mochi Health? I would say 110% this journey has been worth it for me. For me, I feel like my body changed so rapidly, and I think it was due to multiple factors, whether that's hormonal changes, lifestyle changes, stress, whatever. So I started semaglutide not because I thought it was going to be easy, but because I was kind of at my wit's end with trying to lose weight. I was really struggling. And the fact that it helped me lose 18 pounds, I 110% think that it was worth it and will continue to be worth it. Would I recommend Mochi Health? Yes. I have not had any issues with them. I haven't had any issues with communicating with them. I haven't had any issues with getting my prescriptions through. I haven't had any issues with payments. I haven't had any issues with my provider. I know that if I need to reach out to customer service, they are responsive. Overall, it's just been an easy, seamless experience. I'm looking forward to restarting next week. I want to give it another chance and see if we can continue on this journey. I was really nervous to share with you guys. I didn't know what I was going to do, but I knew when I did, I wanted to have a clear plan because I would hope that you guys would continue with me on my weight loss journey, whether I continued with semaglutide or didn't. But we're going to continue. We're going to try again. We're starting at 1 milligram next week. I'm looking forward to your comments. And if you, of course, have any questions, please feel free to ask. You guys know that I respond to you guys as fast as I can. And yeah, I look forward to hearing from everyone. you.